Today's story is The Swan and the Owl. Once upon a time, in a peaceful forest by a beautiful lake, there lived a wise and gentle swan. The swan was known far and wide for his calm nature and thoughtful advice. Animals from all over the forest would come to him to seek help or counsel. One day, while the swan was resting near the lake, an owl flew by and landed on a nearby tree. The owl looked around arrogantly and said loudly, "This forest is so boring. No one respects true wisdom and power like mine." The swan looked up calmly and said, "You seem new here, friend. Who are you?" The owl puffed up his chest and replied, "I am an owl, the wisest and most fearsome bird of the night. I can see in the dark and catch prey silently. Unlike you, who swims peacefully all day doing nothing." The swan smiled gently and said, "Peace has its own strength. Wisdom is not shown by words or pride, but by action and understanding." The owl laughed mockingly. "You sound like a fool. I am sharp, strong, and smart. You are just slow and dull." The swan calmly said, "Friend, pride comes before a fall. Too much talk and arrogance often bring trouble. Why don't you stay here and live quietly? Learn to be humble." The owl was offended. "How dare you lecture me? I will go to another forest where animals respect my power." And with that, the angry owl flew away, determined to find a new place where he could rule. A few days later, the owl found a peaceful forest where birds and small animals lived happily. Thinking he could dominate them, the owl started attacking small creatures at night. At first, the animals were too scared to act, but eventually, tired of his cruelty, they joined together and chased the owl out of the forest. Badly injured and humiliated, the owl flew back to the old forest. He went to the swan and said, "You were right. My pride and anger brought me shame. Will you forgive me and teach me to live wisely?" The swan smiled kindly and said, "You have already taken the first step, dear friend. You have learned from your mistake." So, kids, the moral of the story is, arrogance leads to downfall, while humility and wisdom lead to respect. And that was the story of the swan and the owl. I hope you enjoyed this tale of wisdom, humility, and learning from our mistakes. Every story teaches us something special. Just like how the proud owl learned that kindness and humility are more powerful than pride. Thanks for watching. If you liked this story, then smile big and clap your hands. Until next time, bye-bye.